Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, welcome back to American Outback. Alright, so I found the location where you put the straw. It is right here. It's just a really weird spot to get the tractor into, it seems like. It's like, if you can see, there's like a trigger right here, and then there's one right here. So last time I backed up the tractor all the way in there, and it seemed like it was not going to work. So, watch this. So if I move the tractor back just a smidge, see now, the trigger isn't there anymore. But if I move it forward just a smidge, there it is again. I don't know why it's like that, but it appears to be like that. So, anyways, we're going to give the geese as much straw as they need, which is not very much apparently. Okay, perfect. So, that's that done. So the other thing we were working on, right, can't drive through that gate, Iain. Don't know why I tried. So the other thing we were working on last episode was trying to get the Moonshine to work the way we wanted it to. Now, did a little bit of sleuthing, or looking around basically, to find out what I needed to do in order to get that to work properly. And it doesn't require fuel, it does require biogas specifically. So what I'm kind of curious about is how do you get the biogas? I know where it is now. I'm just going to try something real quick. And what I'm going to try basically is I put fuel in there, so we just need to put a couple other things in there and maybe we'll get some tomatoes rolling as well. I don't think we've ever grown tomatoes in that. That's a Maru facility if memory serves. It's a pretty cool little facility actually. So, and we do have some trailers that I believe will take the pallets of tomatoes. And that'll be cool once we get that rolling. Little John Deere sign there. It's weird, when we were out in the out west, we didn't see a lot of billboards on some of the roads, and other roads it was like, there would be like nothing for like, you know, kilometers, and then there would be like, in 1 kilometer you'd see like 30 different signs. It was really odd. I don't know why that was the case, but it was quite odd. Because normally like if they're evenly spaced out in Ontario, at least that's what I see. But it seemed like out in BC it was like, you know, you'd see nothing and then you'd see like 30 like back to back. Alright, no trains coming. Alright, so here's where you get the biogas from. It's from this little guy right here. Now apparently we don't have any biogas yet. So this is where you get it from, right here. Now the question I'm not sure about is, how is it produced? Obviously I can't just purchase it, as you can see. There's no fill sign, it's not filling up automatically, etc, etc. So nothing can be done there. So what I'm curious about is, if I put straw in here, will that create biogas over there? So you have kind of like two facilities. Oh, I forgot we had this in here. Biomass, biogas, liquid manure. I guess we can put this in here then. Because biomass, I believe this would be considered biomass, but we're going to find out here. If I had to guess, that's the way it works, but I'm not certain. So let's put a little bit of straw in here. Or maybe it won't accept straw. Looks like it will, okay. Alright, this is a plus. Alright, so it's unloading. So there's biomass. Okay, that's the way it works then. Substrate, product, biogas. So this is just to produce biogas specifically, it seems like. Whereas the other facility over down here on this side is actually for the biogas. Although, your BGA as per normal basically. So this one I would actually have to purchase because I have the BGA extension. 200. We can actually almost start that up. I don't have the. I don't have all the equipment to start it up, but we could almost start it up apparently. So, all right. So let's go back to this guy, and so I guess this is working now. I can hear it working, and I just don't know if it's producing yet. We're gonna find out. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but we're gonna just see what happens here. So let's go into this building right here, and let's just, you know, make time a little bit faster, 30 times, just see if it produces any biogas. Because it seems like, oh, there it goes. It's only producing liquid manure. Okay. And I guess this automatically fills. Is that the way it works? Yes. Okay. Alright, so that is the way it works. So we have a little bit of biogas. Oh, that's kind of neat. Those are actually turning now. Is that where the liquid manure produces from that? It doesn't tell me here, but it looks like that's where it is. That's neat. Look at that. Huh. That's really super cool. Those are like slurry agitators. I guess that's what it would actually be. Do we have any producing over here? Project size. No. Okay, that's related to that thing over there, I guess then. Well, that's pretty cool. There you go. That's how you produce biogas on this map. Is by putting any kind of biomass in here. And that's why I was curious as to whether it would be straw or not, or if you needed something else. What is that sound? I don't know what that is. It sounds like fire burning or something. Anyways. So, now that we know how that works... Oh, that's what it is. Look at that. That is super cool. I was wondering what that sound was. It is fire burning. That's what's actually happening. There you go. So if you're playing on American Outback and you're not sure how to make biogas, you make it in the BGA. And by putting, I guess, you could put straw, grass, any kind of biomass. Alright, where are we here? So let's head... We'll go this way. So what we'll do is we'll put this in our Moonshine machine, and hopefully we'll make some Moonshine. I wasn't sure if it was going to be biogas like this. It looks like you can probably put grain in there, if I had to guess too. Basically anything that has biomass in it. So like, I guess grain, any of the grains, any grass. I think you might, I don't know how it works, but I'm guessing different materials produce different amounts of biogas. So if you want to make more, you would put something that produces more or less, etc., etc. Alright. No trains coming, hopefully. Don't see anything. So here we're going to go put this in here. It's only 160 liters. Automatically filled up in the Coat Universal trailer. So you do need these specific Coat Universal trailers for this map. So you can fill things like biogas, water, fuel, and all that jazz. So keep that in mind. If you don't have that mod, you will need to get it. Here we are coming up to the biogas facility, isn't it? The Moonshine facility, and let's see how we got. Alright, so a little bit of grain, and if all is well, we should be able to drive right past this and unload in there. We should get something that says unload, because that's definitely biogas this time. Alright, that's a bit strange. We should, maybe it's, I know the trigger's right there. That's why I'm a little confused. Oh, there it is. There we go. Alright, so if we come over here, let's take a look at what we got so far. So we have no biogas, but we have grain and water. So let's go ahead and put the biogas in here. So that's, it's right there. It's just a weird trigger, that's all. Alright. And so now we have biogas. So let's see, let's progress time a little bit and see what happens here. See if we don't start producing some moonshine. Nothing yet. 0% biogas apparently. That's funny. Oh, whoa, that's loud. Turn that down a little bit. We have some moonshine now. Let's go see. It should be over here. There it is. There is the moonshine. That's pretty good. Water of life. Moonshine, water of life. So it should automatically produce it. So there you go. That's how it works. Producing moonshine. But we need more biogas now. So let's leave this guy here for the time being. And let's grab this guy. And we'll check on them, see how much biogas we have in there. We should have a little bit more. Not much. Yeah, not a whole lot. But let's go ahead and get this rolling. I have no idea how much moonshine's even worth. Let's just double check that actually. It might, does it say in here? It should. Fish, sand. There's no sand in this map. Biomass. You can actually sell biomass gas? Oh, you actually can. Biogas consumer. Oh, that's That's a total hack. Oh my goodness. Because it's super easy to make biomass. Or biogas, sorry. It doesn't say where you sell the moonshine. Not in here, at least. What do you do with it, then? I'm assuming you sell it. I just don't know where yet. Biogas. Self-compost. I don't know. It's somewhere, obviously. Anyways. So, let's go ahead and put some more. Moonshine, info palette, biogas, empty. Yes. Thank you. That's extremely helpful. Not. Alright, so what we're going to do is take the straw, we're going to grab some more straw and put it into that biogas facility. It's weird because it's biogas, but not the BGA. I don't know how to describe it. It's still the same thing. Still the same idea, so. Alright, so let's get some more straw, we'll put it in there, and then we'll produce some more biogas, then we can actually make some more moonshine and not just be limited to what we just did. Theoretically, I could just set up a course play to do it. At least the loading and unloading. You can do lots of things, basically. And I don't think we have any fields that need to be harvested. We do have one field that was harvested, so it's not a problem anymore. But it doesn't need to be seeded. But we've been so focused on geese and moonshine now. And if we look at the geese, we probably will see that... yeah, so we have manure now, we have some straw, and we have one ready to go. Okay. Alright, so we're going back to field 12. And getting some more straw. That's kind of a neat little side thing, actually. A bit different. I think that's this is one of the few maps that actually has moonshine on it that I know of, at least. I don't think I've ever seen another map with moonshine. I'm trying to think about that. I don't think I have, actually. I know I've made beer before. When I played on the Manchester map, I made a little bit of beer using the UPK kit, which is fantastic. You really can't beat that thing. It's amazing. 1 second, coffee break. It's funny, I had to reheat my coffee because I let it go cold. I was trying to figure out the moonshine facility, so I was like not drinking coffee apparently, but I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what the heck? What am I missing here? There we go. So I thought I was missing something, and it turns out I was, kind of. I wasn't sure if it needed biogas specifically, if it needed slurry or something like that, but it's from the slurry area, like from the BGA area, but it's not like slurry sort of idea. Anyways. It is and it isn't, which is the weird part. So if you're not sure about that, it's like, I don't know. Anyways, that's how you make it. We have made moonshine now. We just need to figure out where to sell it. Because apparently on the information it doesn't specify where you're supposed to sell the moonshine, so not super helpful. But I can imagine, let's see, what kind of buildings would you sell? US grain? Probably not. Maybe at the diner. That would be my guess. Or the old store. One of those places would be my guess. If I had to guess at all. Or maybe you just, I don't know what you do with it then. Like, it's obviously a product you're supposed to sell, but not sure where. With the UPK beer, you actually just put a placeable down, and that's where you'll sell your beer to, or you can make wine as well, actually. That's where you'd sell your beer or wine to, which is kind of neat. And we're going to the biogas. We're turning left here. So, but at least you know where it goes, so. And one of the nice things about the UPK kit actually is they actually put like it'll actually have a little symbol on the minimap, so you know where the thing was, like its sell point, which is nice. Because sometimes you put things down on maps and you can't find them. So like on this map, you can't tell. It's not obvious where the water is, but if you put a UPK like water tower down or something, you'll know exactly where it is because it'll be a big like water droplet. So it makes your life pretty nice. Alright, so let's put some more biomass in here. All these bio-related words, biomass, biogas, BGA. Yeah, so I guess you can really put anything in here. And you can sell, it seems like you could sell biogas for a good price actually, based on what I see at least. It said like 1,200. I guess that was that a liter? No, that couldn't have been a liter. That would have been way too high. I guess it's a ton. Yeah, it goes by the ton, but I don't know what's considered a ton when it's in liters. Maybe it's 1,000 liters equals a ton. I'm not sure. I don't know what the conversion would be in that case. It might be that actually. There we go. One mod that is a really neat little mod. It's also just a simple little mod, but it's basically it'll increase your RPMs when you're unloading stuff, and it just makes it sound like so slick. Such a little thing too. So you'll be like, you know, just doing your thing, and then it will. You'll be able to, you know, unload, and then as you unload, you'll hear the engine rev up as you're unloading, which is what actually happens in real life as well. Because you have to like increase the RPMs to do certain things, to like turn something, for example. In this case, there's a walking floor. I don't think you can even see it in this thing. Yeah, you can kind of. There's like a walking floor. See those little like red horizontal things? Those actually move. They're like chains, and it pushes it to the back, if memory serves. And that's how this thing works. So I don't know. That's how it works. Actually, if you look carefully, if you ever look at a manure spreader, manure spreaders have the same sort of idea, where it's like a chain, and the chain constantly pushes it to the back where the spreaders actually are. So that's how that one works. And if you want a good manure spreader, apparently vertical spreaders, the ones that have like the spreaders horizontal or vertically, are actually better, from what I understand. That's just what I've been told. I've never actually spread a manure, so I really can't tell you for sure, but as far as I know, some of the newer ones are a bit better because they're vertical, and they actually make they chop it up finer, because the old style left huge chunks in the field, which doesn't give you an even spread, which is what you want, because when you don't have that even spread on the field, you'll get like spikes of certain nutrients in certain areas, which is what you want to try to avoid. That you want to try and make it sure it's even across the whole field. It never is, but you want to try and do your best job so it is. So a lot of farmers, dairy farmers, will use slurry, which is a bit more of an even spread than manure, but they use the manure too. It just depends. I know one guy I follow online, Will Gilmer, I think his last name is. He spreads slurry on his hay fields to increase the nitrogen, I guess, and other nutrients in the field itself. So it's funny. I really got to remember to stay out of the cab a bit more. I'll just stay in the cab the whole time without realizing it. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll turn left here this time and go backwards. Do it this way. It's funny, after playing on like Tungstorf for such a long time and then playing on some other maps, this map seems really yellow to me. Oops, that was the turn you were supposed to make. It seems really yellow. Because I got so used to like Germany, I guess. Because a lot of German maps are like super green. England maps are the same. English maps, British maps, anything from the UK is a similar idea. So this is like more. I don't see. I guess you do sometimes, but depends on the season, I guess. Sometimes in Ontario you might see terrain like this where it's kind of yellow as opposed to green. Although I think what happens actually in this particular map, I think they used to change it so it used to be when you cut it originally it was yellow, and then you had cut grass that was yellow. But I think they changed it so when you cut it now it's green, which seems a bit strange because you wouldn't think that would make sense. Go in this entrance here. So this is the other BGA. There's a plane going overhead apparently. There we go. Don't think I can actually unload this. Can I actually unload this in here? I don't think I can. No, I didn't think so. I was like, I don't know why it's giving me the unload symbol. Alright, so this is actually producing slurry for us too. So this is actually a really simple way of making slurry on this map too. Which is kind of nice, I guess. So if you want to make some slurry on your map, you can do so. There we go. So here the RPM's increasing. Okay, I'll turn it down. And then watch. And there you go. That's pretty cool. It's a little thing. Alright. So now we have almost 20%. So it looks like it holds about 200,000 maybe. No more than that looks like. Producing a little bit of biogas. Produces a lot of biogas. Not very much liquid manure. Or slurry, so. And that comes out over here, it looks like. Danger, slurry pit. Dun dun dun. I think that's really neat how they have that little spout there, whatever. It all comes from this. I bet if you went underground on this map, you'd be able to find out. You'd be able to see parts of it. Does this do anything, or is this just there for show? This is just there for show, I think. Anyways, folks, what I'll do is we'll stop the episode there. I'll take some more biogas up to the Moonshine facility, and we'll get that rolling a bit more. And maybe we'll be able to sell some Moonshine next episode. If you do know where the Moonshine is sold, let me know, and we'll go from there. That's it for me for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.